For those of you walking past, for those police on duty, for some of you that don't know the arguments, the reason we're here is because we just don't want men in women's spaces. And we don't care how they identify. And we know that no matter how men identify, they pose the same risk to women and girls and other men as all other men. Just because you take some hormones or put a dress on, you don't cease to become a risk to women and girls and children. What's happening in this country is you literally are sterilising children, and you're championing the people that do it. And there are men behind who've still stayed by. There's AGPs, very powerful, some of them, autogynephiles, which means they're sexually aroused by themselves as women. And they are using children and vulnerable teenagers and children with autism diagnoses. They are using them as human shields, so we don't remind everybody that they are fetishists. They're the same as someone wearing a rubber dog suit and being led around a lead at Pride. They are fetishists. And they will, when we ask ourselves, what would someone do who's got a fetish? Well, actually, some men join the clergy for their whole life so they could rape children. When somebody has a proclivity to commit some sort of sexual act, like autogynephile, when they have that consumes their every movement, their every moment. They will give up the use of a functioning penis in order to satisfy their fetish. And now they're using your children, and they go online. If your kids are still on Discord or using Roblox, cut the internet off. There are predatory paedophiles on those places, undetectable by you, and they are targeting your children. It's really common. I met a couple in Sydney. Their daughter had been groomed within 10 months of lockdown. And your lockdowns were very harsh. Your kids were online a lot. And in that time, they were in social media type chats, Discord. It's not where we adults go. But it is where the predators go. And they know which children to target. The lonely, the friendless, the isolated, the children with autism. Those kids that don't really fit in with their peers, they will target your children. They will draw them into the cult. Especially your girls. There's nothing more an autogynephile likes than a girl mutilating her body, a body that he wants that he can't have. So you really do have to be mindful. You have to know what's going on at school. You have to know what's going on in Parliament. In Western Australia, they talk about babies having a sexuality from 0 till 2. It's in government literature. If you go on my Twitter, you can see the pages. Sexuality, children touching themselves, being sexual, under 2 years old. It is a really, really terrifying agenda. Yes.